This is the beautiful neighborhood of Playacar in Playa Del Carmen. It's one of the most exclusive and sought after areas, and you're gonna see why in this video, because we're gonna show you everything about Playacar Phase 1 and Phase 2, and we're gonna talk to a real estate agent to show you what some things are going on here, what beautiful condos are being built, and also availability of land and houses. And we'll also talk to a rental agent and talk about some of the prices here. So let's get started and show you everything about Playacar. Playacar is the green and lush neighborhood on the south end of Playa Del Carmen. There are services within Playacar, but what things are just outside this neighborhood that you can take advantage of? Well, just outside the gates of Playacar, you can find Hospitin, which is the largest medical center and hospital in Playa Del Carmen. There's Evolve Gym, which is a brand new gym and one of the best places to work out in the entire city. There's Sam's Club, great for those bulk purchases, restaurants, and other shopping. Across the 307 highway, you can find Central Maya, which is the second largest commercial center in Playa Del Carmen. You can find a grocery store, movie theater, and other services here. Now let's go back into Playacar and see what living here is like. We're here in Playacar Phase 2 and having some nice drinks by the golf course with Sebastian, who is a recommended realtor on our website. So we want to get some information about Playacar, both parts. We're going to go to Phase 1 later, but we're in Phase 2. So what is available for real estate in Phase 2 in Playacar?
Condos, standalone homes, townhouses, villas, mansions. There's spectacular properties here. There are gated communities within a gated community, so extremely safe. And something that you can also find commercial areas, restaurants like the one that we're at right now, pizza shops, etc. You have a bunch of hotels also, so you have a mixed use in the entire master plan. You can find, let's say, 2-bedroom condos starting at around $150,000 in what they call the poblado. You know what the poblado is?
Side of Playacar Phase 2.
Exactly. So pretty much where the staff of all the workers that work at the all-inclusive resorts of Phase 2, the Rio, the Sandos, all of the staff where they built the poblado so that they could staff them there, right? And they were close to the hotel, close to the main properties. But now those properties have been fixed up and they're really nice, and they also have swimming pools and they have decent amenities. So that's kind of like your entry point in Playacar. That is your lowest price available. And you can find 1,000 square feet property, 2-bedroom at around $150,000. And then if you go closer to the ocean, closer to the beach, closer to Phase 1, you're gonna be looking at higher prices. So in newer developments, things that are immediate delivery that are ready, but they're brand new, you're gonna find studios that start around the $200,000 price range. Then your 1-bedrooms go around 250, then 2-bedrooms, 330,000. And then you can go up to, penthouses, 4-bedrooms. They can go, 600,000 approximately. That would be newer in construction.
And you've lived in Playacar, so what are some of the advantages of living in Playacar?
So what I love about Playacar is their community. I have a daughter and I can just go out and there's a bunch of children playing out in the golf courses. There's a bunch of dogs, everyone walks out with their pets. So there's a big community here. There's a school called El Árbol, and most people that live in Playacar take their kids to El Árbol. So it's a very strong community, and the sense of community is something extremely important for me. So that's something that I really like. Beach access. So basically, once you live in Playacar, part of the HOA fees include the HOA for the master plan of Playacar, right? They include your own condo if you're in an HOA and the entire master plan community where the golf course is and everything. And inside Playacar Phase 2, you have the Reef. The Reef Hotel offers access for residents of Playacar. So you get a card and you're able to go. It's limited, so it's a first come, first serve but it works. If not, you can also go into Playacar Phase 1 and take your cooler and take your chairs, and it would be kind of like a yeah, you just go with your own things.
Yeah,
your
there's
own
a couple
stuff,
trails that you can go out to the beach there.
which are amazing. Like you go in the jungle and then you see like this incredible Mayan pyramid there. So have you seen that?
Yeah, there are some ruins here in Playacar, which are nice. And of course the animals, wildlife, a lot of local wildlife you see just walking around. You think it's, wow, really exotic.
Deers, cuatis, sereques. Yeah, you see a bunch of really cool animals here also.
And as far as houses in Playacar, what are the options?
So you have townhouses, standalone homes, and then villas. Houses can start at around 500,000, and then in Playacar Phase 1, their property is close to $3 million. Playacar Phase 2, your max would be around 1.5, I believe.
And of course, if people are investors, this isn't the touristy part, the super touristy part of Playa del Carmen, but people do want to stay here. It's a little more family oriented. What are like some of the rents you can get or return on your investment?
So I would say anything from an 8% to maybe an 11, 12%, depending on the property that you're buying and depending on the price that you're getting. Right now we are in a buyer's market, so I've seen some really good deals coming through. So this is the right moment to buy. This is what I consider in the market cycle, the real estate market cycle, the point of maximum financial opportunity. So we've seen some really, really good deals, and obviously the lowest you buy, the higher the return, right? So in real estate, you really make the money if you buy at a good price point. That's where you're gonna get good money. And yeah, you have long-term rentals, mid-term rentals, so minimum 6 months to a year leases. You also have short-term, you also have some Airbnbs.
And of course, it's a very international community here. If you drive around, you see the license plates. A lot of Mexicans from Mexico City, Oaxaca, they all come here and they like staying a little longer because it's a nice community to stay in.
I agree. Maybe it doesn't have like the walkability that downtown has, where you go out and you're right on Fifth Avenue. Here you would need to get maybe a bike or maybe an electric scooter, an electric vehicle to go to Fifth Avenue. It could be, I mean, if you like walking, you can also do it, but it's a little further. However, what I think Playacar offers is you can walk inside Playacar. There's I believe it's a 7-kilometer trail, and a lot of people go out running, a lot of sports also. So people that don't want the hustle and bustle of downtown, you can find this secluded, lush, with a lot of vegetation because it's so lush, so green, and it's quiet, and it's super close to downtown. So people that, yeah, maybe have families that don't want that hustle and bustle, Playacar is perfect for them.
Yeah, I wish all Playa was like this.
Yeah.
It's a little fresher. And if you look on the map, it's a huge part of the south end of Playa del Carmen.
I
It's a
agree.
big opportunity to buy in Playa or live here.
Snowbirds also. Snowbirds, a lot of my clients, baby boomers, love Playacar. I've sold a lot of properties here, people that want to retire or maybe live during the winter time in Mexico. This is the best place to do it.
So if you are interested in buying in Playacar, if you want to talk to Sebastian, we'll put his email, a link in our article, which will be attached to this video. He is a recommended realtor. We've sent a lot of people to him because he takes really good care of our readers and is very knowledgeable about the area. So that is a really good resource that we'll put in our article for you.
We are buyers representatives, so we have access to the entire market portfolio. We can provide you with the knowledge because there's no MLS here. So to be able to get the best price, the best terms, and the best location and the property that matches the exact needs and wants, you need information to see where you're going to throw in the offer, right? And you can't get that information because there's no Zillow down here, so no Redfin. We have all that information. We're part of the National Association of Realtors, and we conduct market studies, and we know how much properties are selling for right now. What's the average days on market? So we can provide really good data so that you can make the smartest decision.
So you know, it would be really cool if he can show us around to some condos. So let's go check out some places in Playacar to show you what condos and places are like here. We're in phase one of Playacar, and this is one of the few condo units that is new going up here, and it is incredible, as we'll show you pictures here. Now, Sebastian, as far as in Playacar phase one, what can you find for real estate for sale?
You can find condos like the one that we're at right now. This is a pre-construction project. Prices start around $900,000, right under the $1 million. Now, it's important to mention that Playacar phase one is the oldest, most exclusive residential community, safest community in the entire city of Playa del Carmen. So you can find here condos with ocean views. You can find beachfront villas, standalone homes. You have the most incredible houses in this part of Playa del Carmen.
And of course, it is mostly houses and villas. This is a new condo complex. So can you tell us a little bit about where we are right now?
This project has 3 and 4 bedroom units. The one that we are at right now is listed at around 1.1 at the moment that we're shooting this video. All the penthouses are completely sold out. Those were the ones that had incredible ocean views. There's still some inventory available, and they will be delivering late this year.
And I will say all the rooms here are very good, and it smells good too. You can't smell how good it smells here. And as far as beach access goes in phase one of Playacar, how does that work?
Coming out of here, we're 120 meters from the beach. We'll show you guys how fast you can get to the beach. You can bring your chairs, your umbrellas, your coolers, and yeah, it's just walking distance, literally 2 minutes.
And of course, there's no commercial spaces in phase one. That's more phase two, correct?
Correct, yeah. Phase one, you're not gonna find all the hotels that you have in phase two, all the commercial spaces. So it's all residential. It's the most exclusive area of all Playa del Carmen. You have Mexican rock stars, NFL players that live here. So yeah, this is the highest area net worth people in all Playa.
And of course, people want to live here, but there's not a lot for sale actually at one time. So about how many properties at one time are for sale in phase one?
You can probably find around 20 listings, 15 listings.
And then as far as people renting them out, a lot of the villas and things, how is the rentability if people want to buy as an investment property?
So there are very few properties beachfront in Playa del Carmen, right? So basically the only properties beachfront are either Corasol, which is the other gated community at the other side, which also has a golf course. And you have, Playacar phase one, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to have a luxury villa in the heart of Playa, these are your only options. It depends on the properties, because you can have, let's say, 2-3 bedroom luxury beachfront villas that can start around, let's say, $1,000, $1,200 a night. And then you've got the most ridiculous, there's 2 homes that rent for, I believe, $6,000, $7,000 a night, depending obviously on the season.
And usually the higher end properties are the most desirable and usually make the most profit, correct?
Correct, yeah.
We're here with Laura. She is a recommended rental agent. She mainly does rentals 6 months to a year, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct.
And we're here in one of the units in Playacar that you rent out.
Yes.
Can you tell us about this unit here?
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity on this video. Yes, we are a local company located in Playa del Carmen, and we have this beautiful place. It's 3 bedrooms condo, 2 bathrooms. It's located on the ground floor in one of the modern and new buildings that they just delivered the units months ago. These 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms also has a full equipped kitchen and a very spacious living room, as you can see in this video. The kitchen is there, the living room, and also has a beautiful patio just facing the swimming pool, which is beautiful and is surrounded with a lot of trees and with a lot of plants, and it has a feeling of a home.
Yeah, it is a beautiful unit and beautiful setting for this apartment. And of course, Playacar is separated from the downtown, so it's a little more exclusive and luxury. What are the rental prices like in Playacar?
The average could be between 30,000 pesos or 95,000 pesos. It's gonna depend always on the amenities, on the size of the building, and what is, if the condo is equipped, it has a washer and dryer, and all the services they can offer. So many times the utilities have to be paid apart, but many of the owners include all the services, but the electricity always is gonna be something that the tenant has to be responsible for that.
And in Playacar, what are some things that you like about living in Playacar or renting in Playacar, some of the advantages?
Okay, the advantage is that you are in a gated community, so the security is 24/7, and if you don't have a QR to access to this place, you don't get access. I mean, it's very secure for families. The kids are safe. We have very open areas where the kids can run and play. And also we have a very long trail where you can bike or you can run. And it's nice to be surrounded with a lot of trees and nature, and we have many good things to look at in Playacar.
Another great tip is if you are going to look for a rental in Playa Del Carmen, it's good to work with an agent because number one, there's a lot of scams with some of the online deals, but also the amenities. You'll see a price and you'll say, okay, but this apartment is much cheaper. But some of these apartments come with beautiful pools, full gyms where you wouldn't even need to go to a gym or leave the property for a lot of times to do stuff. So you really have to know the amenities because some of these projects, especially in Playacar, are very luxurious, and this is a brand new development here which has really nice amenities, so that's a good tip for you. Another tip is if you're going to work with an agent, make sure you select one person to work with, because when you start calling everybody, then they're like, well, now I have to split the commission with this person, and they don't want to show the apartment and they won't want to work with people. So it's better to work with one person because they work really hard looking for rentals for you, something that can fit you just for your needs. And so that's why we do recommend Laura. She has been in Playa for how many years now?
More than 18 years now.
Okay,
Yes.
so a long time in Playa. And of course, she's a really good person to work with. She's helped a lot of our readers and they've had really good results. So that's why we do like recommending her. And of course, in Playacar, most of the rentals are more luxurious and they're bigger. This is a 3-bedroom. So if you are just a couple, maybe you want to look downtown, but you can also talk to Laura. We will put her contact in our article, her email link. So if you want to find out about some of the rentals in Playacar or in other parts of Playa del Carmen, you can contact her. Thanks for watching our video about Playacar. If you have any further questions for the experts that were featured in this video, you can check out our article, which is down below in the description of this video, where you can find their contact information. And be sure to check out our other videos about Playa del Carmen real estate and other areas of the Riviera Maya.